I was debating on whether or not I should share this part of my life with you all and unscripted moments, and this is going to be an unscripted moment. If you stick around, hang on in there with me. This is day 10. So, y'all missed or y'all didn't get the first 9 days. Y'all didn't get the first 9 days because I was going through something. And I know I'm trying to be a little hype or high energy. The last few days have been somewhat of low energy, and that's not me. My husband and I are separated, and I'm going to show you all the video why we're separated. If you are in this same situation, and if you've been in it for years, you can come out of it. It's going to take some determination. It's going to take some courage, and it's going to take some faith and prayers and fasting and trust and faith. It's going to take all of those things. But I encourage you, please do not give up. Please trust God. Please know that God is right there with you every step of the way. He's got you. He's got you in the palm of his hands. Okay? So what I'm getting ready to show you is what's going on. It's my life. It's now. And this is how I'm dealing with it. This is how I'm going through it. And it's challenging. And today I read a post from a good friend of mine. He has become my sister in the Lord. And she basically said that you have the beginning and you have the end of the story. But even with that, you have the middle of it. And the middle of the story is what some of us, matter of fact, a lot of us don't get to see people go through. They don't get to see the middle part, because sometimes that middle part is treacherous. When I say treacherous, it's treacherous. It's awful. And I want to share that with you. Me being a domestic violence survivor, now thriver, it's not easy. It is not a game. It is not, oh God, it's heart-wrenching, especially when you know somebody that you're close to that's going through it and you don't know how to help them because you don't have the resources or you're not educated to help them. But you can help them by listening. You can help them by listening. You can help them by supporting them. And you can just help them by being there. Sometimes you don't even need to say anything to give support. Just listen. And they will hear that far more than you saying anything to them. So with that being said, I pray that he will get the help that he needs, because dealing with alcoholism and mental illness is not an easy thing. And being a wife to a husband that's dealing with that is even harder, especially as a Christian. And even if the wife is not a Christian, it's even more harder. But I can't imagine living this life, being married to my husband without God, because there was a lot of times where I felt like that I would have given up. I would have given up on myself. I would have given up on my husband. But because God has been carrying us through this entire marriage, even up until now, during this separation, I know that God is a keeper. I know that he is. He has preserved my life. He's preserved my husband's life. He's taught me a lot, being married to my husband. He's taught me how to not say things when I wanted to say things out of my flesh. You can throw that away, Mama. And it hurt a lot of times not to say things and lash back out of anger. But I remembered the word, 1 Peter 3:9, not to give insult for insult, evil for evil, but be a blessing because you will inherit a blessing, And the word, it also says that we should pray for those that hurt us. Pray for their welfare, pray for their happiness, pray for their success, because we too want those same things. And that was hard to do, y'all. But this is just another part of my life, because I know that somebody out there may be going through the same thing, similar situation, maybe dealing with a spouse, whether you're a husband or wife, that may be the alcoholic, that may be dealing with alcoholism for whatever reason, that something may have happened in their childhood and they carried it into their adulthood. And then on the other end, the spouse that's praying, whether it's the husband that's praying or the wife that's praying, you can throw that away. You have a lot of things that you have to deal with and that you do deal with. So my encouragement to you is to stay in God's face. Stay on your knees. Keep your hands raised. Give God glory. Give him praise and give him thanks. This week alone, God has spoke to me on rejoicing. Rejoice always. Pray without ceasing. Give thanks in everything, for this is the will of God concerning you. And that's what I've been doing, and it's been very difficult. And I told my mom today, I said, Mom, even with all of the things that I have been through this week, with moving out of the apartment, with deciding to separate from my husband because I was not going to live another day in the abuse and dealing with his alcoholism and his mental illness, that God has sustained me and I have slept. When I lay down at night, I sleep and I rest. My mind is not racing. I don't have any emotional turmoil going on. But I have rested all week long. And when I wake up, I feel refreshed. So I know that's God's glory and his presence on me, helping me through this. So if you feel like you cannot make it, I'm an example. I am an example. And you can do it too. Just keep your hand in God's hand. Do not let him go. Don't let him go. Don't let God go. Don't let him go. Because he will not let you go.